Hi, Drew. So we are back in East Germantown. If you've been following the Kada Scott investigation, today is 2 weeks since she went missing. And we are back here at Ada Lewis Middle School, which has been abandoned for over a decade. And we got the update from police that they found human remains belonging to a female. They say these remains have only been here no longer than a week. Obviously, heartbreaking news for a lot of people to hear. And while police are not confirming that this is Kada Scott, they are obviously acknowledging the high possibility. And police say now the medical examiner will need to confirm who this person is, the remains, who they belong to, and everything will kind of go according from there on. So if you've been following the case, Kada Scott, she was last seen at her workplace, and that is over at the terrace at Chestnut Hill. That was 2 weeks ago, the night of October 4th. Police have said that she showed up to work and was only there for about 20 minutes, and then she disappeared. And throughout this investigation, we've then learned that the last person she had communication with is a 21-year-old named Keon King. And police say they have evidence digitally as well as through video that this was the last person that she interacted with. Now, Keon King, he was arrested earlier in the week. He turned himself in Tuesday night. Police announced the arrest Wednesday. He's facing several charges, including kidnapping. And we know that there are other prior victims who've now come forward, including the victim of another 2025 prior kidnapping case that was withdrawn from court in May. But obviously, the big news here is the fact that human remains were found. Let me just show you what it looks like now. So you can see that there still is a bit of a police presence, and all the way down the street here, Ardley Street, you can see there's a large group of people. So many people have been following this investigation. They've started to help even with the search. We heard there were over 40 people last night right in this neighborhood searching the grounds of the Arboretum, searching the grounds of this abandoned middle school. And, there were a lot of emotions going on after police announced that they found human remains. So many people who are heartbroken for the family, so many people who are upset by the fact that, remains were found now and not sooner, especially after some of those tips that they provided to police. Now, police tell us that they actually showed up here because of a very specific tip. It was an anonymous tip, and it led police behind this abandoned middle school to a heavily wooded area, and that's where they made the discovery here. So there's a lot to get into tonight. We're definitely going to keep you updated as we learn more. But again, the big notes on this: human remains were found belonging to a female. The remains have been here no longer than a week. This is a property that has been searched before in connection to the disappearance of 23-year-old Kada Scott. We've had her family on Good Day. We've interviewed them over these last couple of weeks, and we know how much she was loved and also how many people had so much pride in what she was doing. She was working in healthcare. She had opened up a beauty facial salon at a very young age. She was described as a go-getter. So obviously this is very heartbreaking discovery for the family. But again, police are going to wait to confirm through the medical examiner.